Hi everyone, it's Kai. Welcome back to the channel, and today I have for you a bunch of goodies. From Temu. Alrighty, so welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing well. I have recently purchased a bunch of different items from Temu. I needed to stock up on some basic nail supplies, but of course the charms and all the decorative items caught my eye. So I just wanted to share with you all what I got because I personally love watching hauls. So I will start off with the basics first, I think. In terms of basics, I had actually placed this order specifically for these two items. So this is a set of disposable palettes. These are just like little plastic coated sticky notes basically that you can mix polishes on, do 3D nail art on, cure them, and then dispose of them when you're done. I really like these white ones. I do get quite a few questions on where I get them, so I'll try to link everything down below, but if I do miss something, please feel free to leave a comment and I will try to get that link to you. Okay, now these were what I was actually out of. I've already opened up another pack, so I'm going to keep these sealed. But they're actually wax strips instead of lint-free nail wipes. It says non-woven wax strips. You could probably get them locally if you don't want to order online. I'm sure like a local beauty place would probably have them. I find that this size here is perfect for nail art. I'll show you what I have here. I keep them in this holder and I just feel like I have more to hold on to when I'm using these versus like the smaller ones. So really big fan of these. So I hope you all are having a wonderful 2025 so far. It almost feels weird saying that considering some of the things that are going on around the country with the fires on the West Coast and like the freezing temperatures on the East Coast. My heart just really goes out to all the people that have been displaced. And it might seem weird to say, but I almost didn't make a video this week. I've been really busy in my personal life trying to put together a new computer that I had purchased. And B, with all of the, I guess, like bad news going on, I didn't really feel mentally ready to do like a full design video. My creativeness just wasn't there, so I figured I would do this haul video. I do really want to do a new design video very soon though, because I don't like going too long without doing nail art. It is my happy space, so next video will definitely be a design video. You can look forward to that, and let's get back to the haul. So another thing that I picked up that I consider basics are these glass swatches. So I got a number of shapes. I'll try to pull them out and show you here. So I am very fortunate to receive PR from a number of companies, the main one being Sweetie Nail Supply. I do have a code that you can use that I'll put right there if you would like to support me. But because I'm fortunate enough to be an affiliate with them, they do send me collections occasionally to swatch. And so I just like having these glass stones on hand. So here are the different shapes I picked up. I got some large round swatches. I like these ones that have like the bumpy tops for glitter polishes or cat eye gels. I just feel like it really helps bring out the sparkle and dimension. I got some smaller, more flat swatches like the round ones here and the soul square one for just like color gels. And again, some more textured swatches for the things that have glitter. So yeah, I really like these. I will link them down below. I just find that they elevate a swatch card and make it something that I would actually want to place around my room. Speaking of glitter polishes, please ignore my manicure currently. I do have some chipping. I do have some lifting. I'm actually currently testing the Yogo Zombie peel-off base. So I have had these on for 2.5 weeks at this point that I am filming. And they're still going strong. Again, like a little lifting around the cuticle area. I did get quite a bit of lifting here, so don't try this at home, but I did chip it off to avoid too much snagging. but I want to try to keep them on as long as possible and just really see how easy they are to remove after a couple weeks. Okay, so that was kind of the basic stuff. Now we can get into the decorative things. First off, I did do what I said I wasn't going to do and bought more stickers. So I know I said in a previous video that I just have hundreds of stickers that I don't normally use and I need to stop buying more. But I saw these and I couldn't resist. I have purchased this brand before and they seem to make really nice quality stickers. If you see here, these ones have like a hollow shift to them that's really pretty. But they're just little shells and sea stars, normal stars and bubbles that I thought would be super cute for some summer set. These also looked like really nice airbrush stickers. There is like a little bit of texture to them. They're not the most even. I don't know if you can see. Like the airbrush isn't the smoothest I've ever seen, but I think they were like $1. So it is one of those situations where with a lot of sticker types, you do seem to get what you pay for. So these aren't like the smoothest airbrush, but they're super cute and they'll definitely do in a pinch. And then these were on sale because it was after Christmas, but I just couldn't say no to some pink winter nail stickers. I'll save them for next year. But they also have that really pretty hollow shift atop the pink and white patterns. And then these koi fish really caught my eye because again, they have like an iridescence to them and they're slightly 3D. I love koi fish. I am building a new computer. It'll be the first time in like 8 years that I'm upgrading the processor so that I can edit videos easier. And I'm kind of like theming it plant koi themed. So I'm really excited to share that with you all. It will probably be on a second channel that I'm trying to start up here sometime soon when I can find the time to edit the videos. But I do want to share the build process and it is koi themed. Okay, something else that I got that I definitely didn't need because I already have hundreds of them. Nail foils. I don't know what I was thinking. Actually, I do know what I was thinking. My thoughts were I wanted some of these just like straight metallic foils that I can use to more easily do chrome designs. And these ones looked really cool because they were like a colored metallic foil. I do plan on doing like an ASMR type video for these products where I put them away. This one is more of like a showcase type video. The other one will be like a satisfying organizing video. I will go ahead and open these and put them away in that video. For now though, here's what they look like. I do want to challenge myself this year to use maybe like some brighter colors. Most of my nail designs are pretty pastel, pretty muted colors, so maybe these will push me to use more vivid colors. Speaking of trying new things, I got these. I don't remember what they're actually for. I think it's clay. But they're these little stamps with these silicone heads. And if you've ever used 3D gel, silicone usually does not stick to it. But I thought these would be really fun for doing that wax seal look by taking the stamp and pressing it into some 3D gel to get that like engraved look. So yeah, it comes in a pack of 6. So here are all of the patterns. I didn't want to start with a huge pack just in case this doesn't work for what I'm thinking it will. But yes, I'm excited to experiment and see how that goes. Okay, and this is an item that if you've seen my recent Labubu set, I'd ordered a long time ago, and unfortunately it didn't come in time. It is some white flocking powder, but I'm looking at the fibers and I don't know, they seem quite long to me. I've never used this stuff before, so I am not sure if what I'm saying is true. So maybe if you all have any experience with this flocking powder, you can tell me if the fuzzies are normally this long or if they're shorter, but we'll see. I'll have to experiment with it. I'm excited to use it for an upcoming cinema roll set that I have planned. So yeah, glad it has finally made it here. Alrighty, so up next I got some molds. So these are just little silicone molds. I already have a bunch of them, but I have a bad habit of buying things that I don't need. These ones though just really caught my eye. This one here is for a hydrangea design. You can see here, you can mold the whole clump of hydrangeas, or it's kind of hard to see. you can do the individual petals in different sizes so that you can stack them and make like a layered look. And then of course you have your little leaves here, and they're just so tiny and delicate that I wanted to pick this up because I feel like there's a lot of things that you could do with these petal shapes. So I just thought it was a really nice basic shape mold that I could then use to make some more complex shapes with. All right, this one I'm really excited about because when it comes to hand sculpting items, one of the hardest things to do is get a sharp edge. So in order to make sharp edges, it would have to be done through filing, and that just takes a long time. And so I was super excited to find these. That way I can get those sharp edges and I can save myself time from having to like file down each individual part. So yeah, I'm super excited to try this out. I've also been thinking about getting into making my own custom keycaps. And so some of these molds I can also use to make tiny little elements to go in resin keycaps. I honestly have so many hobbies of interest that I would love to get into. I just don't have the time. If I could choose to not sleep, like if I didn't need it to function, I would 100%. I enjoy sleep in the sense of when I'm tired and I need to rest, it's satisfying, but I just have so much that I want to do. So this is a shell mold. They're quite a bit bigger than I thought, honestly. Like I thought these shells here would be a little bit smaller, but these ones are really cute. They come with like a little indent for a pearl. So you would put in whatever pearl color you'd like and then fill the rest in. And yeah, I just wanted a more realistic sort of shell mold because I did have another one, but it was a little bit more abstract, a little more cartoony. So I'm excited to have this one for summer. Okay, now this I thought was really interesting. It is an engraved piece of acrylic, something that I assume is acetone resistant, alcohol resistant, because what you're meant to do is on the other side where the patterns of nails are engraved, you can practice doing different painted designs. So say you're working on like hand painted flowers, you could just use this to practice your flowers and make sure that they're small enough to actually go on the nail. I just thought that was super interesting and a great practice tool. Here, let me go ahead and take the top off so you can see it a little bit better. So yeah, it's just a cool little palette that you can use to mix your colors over here and then also practice your nail art. Whoops, I forgot a mold earlier. I thought I got more. So this one here, this one might actually be the coolest one that I got, and I wish you could see it better, but it is a set with jellyfish, some mermaid tails here, a seahorse, and just some little like filigree designs, a scepter. And yeah, I am super excited to use this for some summer sets. I love seahorse, I love jellyfish, I love mermaids. I'm very much like an ocean lover, so I'm super excited to see how these perform. And I love these ones that are curved so that you can make the charm actually fit the curve of the nail bed. I just think they look so much more seamless when you do it this way, and I'm looking forward to trying it out this summer. Okay, so I also got a gradient powder palette. I assume that this is just some sort of like pressed pigment. So if you're interested, you can pause here and read the ingredients. So I purchased this because I actually want to try it in comparison to the Bonnie B gradient palettes. I recently picked one up on sale for Black Friday, but it was quite a bit more expensive, so I wanted to do a comparison to see which one worked better. I won't be able to do that, unfortunately, in this video because I just don't have time. I'll admit, I am currently recording this at probably like 10 p.m. on Saturday before this video is supposed to go up on Sunday. So to have time to edit, I can't test it out right now. I do want to plan on a video soon where I try out different methods of doing ombres, that being airbrush, gradient powders, and also pastel chalks. So yeah, that'll be a fun little comparison to try out. Okay, and now for everybody's favorite part, the charms. At least it's my favorite part. So first up, I got these piercings in like a darker steel gunmetal color. So here's what they look like. They're not real piercings, at least I don't think. I think they're just meant to emulate like the look of piercings because the packaging says nail art jewelry. I do really want to do more pierced nails this year though. Usually when I pierce the nail, I just use a jump ring, but I love the look of like real piercings and nails. And so I wanted to experiment, and I do have a spicy Kuromi Valentine's Day set coming up that I wanted to use these for. So I'm pleased with how they look. I don't know what it is today, but I'm having trouble with words. So I'm sorry if some of this seems disjointed. I think it's just because it's so late that I am filming now. I need to start filming earlier on in the day when I have more functioning brain power. I also just spent like 2 hours getting my lesson plans prepped for this upcoming week, and that always takes it out of me mentally, so I apologize again for any incoherency that there might be in this video. Oh, so I forgot to mention these before moving on to charms, and it's because I'll admit I don't like them. So I'd ordered these gorgeous dried petals. I'll try to put like an image of what it looks like on the listing up here, and I got these instead. Super browned, and in the picture it did have like a little bit of tanness to the petals, but they were a lot more vibrant. And I understand that yes, when you dry out flowers, they're going to lose their vibrancy, but I do happen to know that you can get better preserved flowers. There are options that are going to be more pigmented. To be fair, they were like $1 on Temu, so I'm not sure exactly what I was expecting, but yeah, I unfortunately would probably not recommend these unless you like the look. Maybe you are going for like a very natural looking dried flower, then these might be right up your alley. Okay, and up next, I did just get some pearls. So these are fully rounded pearls. I have a lot of the like flat back ones that sit flush to the nail, but I'd wanted these that are fully round so that I could use them as accents in the center of flowers and things. But yeah, these are just some basic pearls in a strictly white color. So they're not like a cream, they're not iridescent, they're just white pearls. So yeah, if you haven't noticed, I was feeling, I guess, a sea theme for this haul because these would be really pretty with those seahorse molds, the mermaid tail molds. I'm definitely looking forward to summer and doing lots of fun sea-themed sets. All right, more little 6-compartment decorations. These are gold studs. So these are just a pack of studs in various shapes. I got them because the gold color looked really promising on the website. And indeed it is like a more, I would say, cool toned gold. It's not that super like bright yellowy gold. It is slightly yellow, and like it's almost maybe a little too cool toned, but at least it's not that like really aggressive orangey gold. So yeah, I'm happy I picked these ones up. I really like these little teeny tiny moons in there, but this comes with a really nice variety of shapes and sizes, some little heart studs, and some circles of various sizes. I really want to start using more charms on my nail sets, and I don't have a ton of like smaller decorative items that I can use to offset the larger charms, so I thought this would be perfect for that. Very happy with this set. I am honestly considering going back and seeing if they have a silver version because I really like the different shapes in here. Although no, I won't be getting another one of these because I'm on a no-buy. Somebody, please hold me accountable in the comments. I'm not allowed to buy nail stuff until March. So this is another set of studs, but these are like actual studs. They're little spikes that I thought were super cute for doing that more like edgy look. Looking at them now, honestly, they seem almost dangerous, like they're quite sharp. I thought the tips would be a little bit more rounded, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go. We'll have to see. I almost wish that there was one slightly bigger than this, just for like a really nice statement piece, but maybe I just need to shop around a little bit more. Again, after February, because I'm on a no-buy. I am by no means a minimalist when it comes to things. Like, I do purchase things as long as it's within my means. I just try not to be too excessive. I don't need a bunch of things lying around that I'm just really not going to use. Alrighty, and I got one more variety pack. So these are absolutely precious. I don't know if you're noticing a theme, but I am definitely into right now like little micro charms, tiny ones that I can use to fill in the space between my bigger charms. I have tons of huge charms, but I always feel like if I put one of those on the nail, that the space around it seems pretty empty. So I was hunting for some nice smaller things that I could use to just help fill in that space. And these are super cute. They come in 6 colors. You have a gold, a gunmetal gray, white, a silver, black, and pink, which I think is a perfect combo of colors for this sort of decoration. But yeah, these are super adorable. I highly recommend them. They're just so teeny tiny and will be perfect for those little accent decals. Okay, speaking of small bows, just in case those other ones didn't work out, I did pick up some gold and silver little teeny tiny bows on their own. Let me put them in a little thing for you. How freaking adorable. It almost looks like they have a curve still to the back, even though they are already so small, which is really nice. I was not expecting that, but it means it will sit nice and flush on the nail. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. My nails are looking so crusty right now with the peeling, but it's for the sake of research. But yeah, here's what the little bows look like. They're just these little teeny tiny things that will add a little bit of extra to your nail without being like a big bulky charm. And here are the gold. Very similar. I will say I noticed a little bit of dullness, like for some reason this one here, I don't know if you can tell, is slightly cloudy in some areas, like it's not fully shiny. So I assume these are like an alloy that has a shiny coating and it just got rubbed off there. But again, when you're ordering from Temu, I feel like things are usually $1, maybe $2 for some items. So you have to kind of expect quality that's not like the highest notch. So I don't mind like 1 out of 10 being technically defective. They're still super cute. All right, so speaking of bows, I also went ahead and got some like mid-sized ones. These are in silver and these are in gold. I'll go ahead and take them out for you. I don't know why I'm on such a bow kick right now, but I am. So these are just a really nice, simple silver bow. Very cute. They do seem to have a good curve on them so that they'll fit the nail. It's interesting because they almost have like an apex to them as well. So they're not just curved side to side, but also top to bottom. I don't know if I can show you here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like almost completely concave in both directions. It's going to sit nice and flush to the nail both ways. I like that. That's super adorable. Okay, so those are the silver ones, nice and simple. The gold ones, however, are a little bit more intricate. So these ones are meant to look like a rope. They have a textured cord with like a little eaglet at the end. All right, I had to break out the tweezers to show you because these are just so teeny tiny and delicate. It's like a tiny braided cord that is knotted and then has the eaglet at the end, or egglet? I don't know how it's pronounced. The only reason I know the word is because of Trivial Pursuit. But yeah, these are very nice as well. And I like that they aren't that really vivid orange gold. They're more of a muted silvery gold. Okay, and then to round off the bows, I got some big ones. And they're just very simple, like string bows. One of the tails is a little bit longer than the other. These, however, are not curved. They might have like a slight curve, but not enough in my opinion. So I do wish that they were a little bit more fitted to the nail. My pointer finger is generally a 5 for most nail tips, if that helps you get a size scale. But yeah, these are just basic, which is what I was looking for. Cute though. Alright, so to go with the cute theme of like the bows, I also got these little lock-in key charms. I thought these would be super adorable, like hanging from a nail if you were to pierce it, so I definitely want to try out that. Here's the silver. You get a few different shapes here. You get a heart, a square, and a rectangle lock. And then the keys are all heart keys. I just thought these would be adorable for a Valentine's Day look. I had previously purchased some like lock and key decals, but they were thin. They weren't like the solid metal that these are. So I'm really excited to try out these ones. And then the gold is the same, just in gold. Oh, you do also get this little round key. So it's not just the heart keys, you also get the round one. So yeah, I just thought they were really nice and delicate looking while still being sturdy enough to hang as like a dangle charm. So speaking of dangle charms, I got these, which were a bit more expensive than normal, but I couldn't resist. They were just so incredibly cool. And I know I mentioned in my recent nail tour of all the nails that I did in 2024 that I wanted to do more of like the Chinese style of art. These just felt so appropriate for that. Oh my gosh, look at that. They are fans with a little like jade ring attached. I love me a good dangle charm. I don't know, I know they're super impractical, but this one, since it's like a closed loop, seems like it's actually going to be pretty nice. And then the fan itself, let me see if I can zoom in even more. The fan itself is so detailed. It's all made out of metal, and you have these little flowers with their centers being green gemstones. You have some branches coming off of the flowers. Yeah, again, they were expensive, but honestly, I feel like they are definitely worth it. And I am going to be keeping my eye out for the store that sold these, just in case they come out with more really nice, intricate, bigger charms. I just can't get over these. I'm super excited to use them in a set. Perfect for like a green and pink jade set, which is my favorite color combination. So yeah, let me know what you think about dangle charms down below. Are you team dangle charm, or are you team they are way too annoying to wear? So I did get some other big charms, and these ones are sea themed. So these were really interesting online because they have like this moonstone effect where the gem, which I believe is just acrylic, like it's definitely not, well, maybe it's glass. I don't know. I can't really tell. Whatever it is, the underside is painted with like an iridescent chrome of some sort with a blue and yellow tint that shifts really nicely. And then you have this really detailed metalwork here that creates a mermaid tail. Think just like some bubbles around the frame. But yeah, I just thought this was super pretty and perfect again for like a summery ocean theme set. They are quite large though, so like here it is in comparison to my thumbnail. My thumbnail is typically a 1 or 0 depending on the brand. It wouldn't fit on anything for me other than the thumbnail and maybe the middle finger, but even then it's quite big. My cat wanted to say hi. Say hi, Smog. He likes checking out what I'm doing. Alright, I guess he's just going to sit on my lap for the rest of the video. But yeah, back to these. These are super pretty. I definitely think they are like a nice statement piece. I try not to buy too many acrylic charms anymore. I'm mostly looking for the metal ones because for the acrylic charms, I'm really working on doing like my own 3D sculpting. But metal, I can't really 3D sculpt on my own yet. There is a way actually that I know of that I would like to experiment with come summer. So yeah, most of the charms I buy nowadays are metallic. All right, in keeping with the ocean theme, I got these adorable little gold shells. So they're just like an upturned clamshell or scallop shell with a little pearl inside. You know, now that I said that out loud, it occurs to me that clams don't make pearls. So I guess it's funny. I always think of, when I think pearls, these kinds of shells, I think because I see a lot of decorations with them. But yeah, it's not clams that make pearls or scallops, it's actually oysters. Although I suppose when you think about it, oysters have kind of an ugly shell, so I guess it makes sense why they would choose something like this that's a little bit more decorative. But yeah, these are really cute. Let me show you how big they are. They are pretty nice and dainty, so they easily fit on the nail. And they will be perfect for those summer sets. Okay, so I did get a lot of sea-themed things, but I also got some stars. These ones are the teeniest, tiniest little charms I ever did see. I'm almost scared to even take them out of the bag. I want to lose them. They're just little teeny tiny star studs. They have like a texture to them. I don't know if you can see. There we go. The front side is like bumpy almost to give it texture. And I just thought these were so sweet, so cute. And again, just something that I can use like to fill in space around a larger charm. And then I did get some bigger star charms as well. These ones are actually hollow inside. So while they will stick off the nail quite a bit because they're completely flat, not curved at all, I would probably recommend reserving these for like the thumbnail where they won't protrude too much. My thought was actually that I could put a jump ring through it and then hang it as a dangle charm. They are quite big though, so we'll have to see. That might not work because it's a little bit too large maybe to dangle, but they are still cute. I'm sure I could use them in some custom keycaps if not. Something else that I've also considered getting involved in is dice making. Now, I don't play D&D, but I do appreciate good acrylic and resin art. But I haven't gotten into dice making because, I don't know, I would feel like an outsider joining a hobby that I don't partake in. Does anybody else feel that way? Like, I don't know. I don't want to, in some ways, like, disrespect the D&D community by starting to make dice when I don't even play the game. So yeah, I don't know. If you play D&D, let me know. Would you care if people made dice if they didn't even play the game? I personally wouldn't, but I also understand that like people take their games really seriously. D&D especially, it's like very much, if you're into it, it can be a whole lifestyle. So yeah, I would like to make dice, maybe eventually. I also just don't have the time right now, if I'm being honest. Okay, and for the last few charms, these are just some miscellaneous ones. Uh-oh, I lost a pearl. Well, that's a bummer, but I'm sure I could actually probably just glue that back. But I wanted some fancier filigree decorations. Uh-oh. Oh man, and that one's actually missing the gem. Well, that's kind of disappointing. I'll have to check the price, but if they're only like $1 or $2, it's still worth it, even with the one that's missing the heartstone. Well, they are still really pretty. I do like them, and they're a nice like muted gold. Again, not the super bright yellow gold. Okay, in keeping with like fancy filigree patterns, I also got these. These ones were more on the pricey side as they only come in a set of 3. That actually irks me just a little bit that it comes in 3 because using one on each hand, what am I supposed to do with the last one? Luckily, I just do designs on one hand right now, so I actually could use each in a separate set, but yeah. One thing to keep an eye on Temu is when you are buying, make sure you check how many comes with them, because sometimes the picture will show a bunch, but the actual listing says like you get 1 or 2. They are nice though, like these are very intricate. The metal work looks good. The rhinestone in the center looks nice. They even have, see if I can show you, whoops. These teeny tiny little rhinestones here on all 4 points. And it's very nice and curved. so that when it sits on the nail, it sits pretty flush. And there's the size. It's bigger, but not to the point where you couldn't put it on most fingers. Yeah. I would be interested in getting some more from the seller. Now, honestly, I don't remember getting these, but apparently I did. These are just some simple gold crosses with rhinestones in the center. Maybe I got them because they were smaller. Like, I do have some charms that are crosses, but they're quite big. Again, more of like a statement piece. Whereas these ones are small and could definitely fit on every nail and could even be like a filler charm. But yeah, they're pretty basic. Basic in a good way. I find basic things to be very helpful for helping to accent the more standout pieces. So when I say basic, I don't mean it in like a negative way. And maybe I'm that way just because I feel like I'm kind of a basic person. What can I say? I like my yoga pants. I like my Starbucks. No pumpkin spice though. I don't actually like pumpkin spice and I don't like pumpkin pie. I'm very much an apple pie kind of girl. Okay, and last but not least, these charms here are little stars, but they are like the 4-point stars, and they have a rhinestone in the center. These are gorgeous. I really like these. The metal work is textured on the longer points, and they're a nice, bright, like white silver, which I think is stunning for this shape, for this theme. I will say a couple of the like gemstones here are a little bit wonky. They're not seated entirely flush. I could probably remove them, honestly, if I chose to, but I think again these were maybe $1, $2, so you really are paying for what you get. They're really pretty though. I definitely recommend these. Okay, so that's it for the nail stuff, but I do have a few non-nail related things that I ordered, most of which are actually like hair accessories. So this first one here is like a dangly butterfly clip. Let's see, it's kind of tangled. Let me try to get this untangled here. So yeah, it's just this really pretty metal butterfly with some crystals embedded in the surface of the wings, and it has these dangles here. Again, I love decorative elements that hang. So I saw this and I instantly had to get it. It's not like the nicest quality. Again, Temu doesn't give you the nicest quality things, but I think as like a decorative piece, it is really fun, really cute, and I'm excited to wear it in like a half updo maybe, where the hair is pulled back. That's how it was pictured on the website. But yeah, super cute. Okay, the other things I got were hair sticks. So I follow a nail creator. Gosh, I'm gonna mess up her name. I'll try to remember to link it up in the corner. But not only does she do nail art, amazing 3D nail art. Like we're talking literal sculptures here. She makes custom hairpins. And I've been wanting to use my nail stuff to branch out to make things like custom keycaps or hairpins, just for fun, just because I like creating and I like sculpting. And so I got some basic hairpins that I felt I could attach some art to, some charms to. All right, so here are the 3 I got. I picked up this one. It's just like a dyed wood, or maybe like a painted wood. It is quite light, so it's not like the sturdiest hair stick that I've ever felt. But it was also only like $1, maybe even less than that. And I thought I could just zhuzh it up maybe with some wire flowers and attach them to the end here. It is a really pretty shape with the cutouts. So I like that one. And I also got this moon here. That's a double hair stick. Thick, like silver moon with this black charm here. And I thought I could use some wire work to make this a bit more ornate. And again, attach some things that might hang from it. This one's pretty flimsy, I will say. Like, you can see here, I'm very easily able to bend the prongs. So if you order this, don't expect like a nice strong hairpin. It is very much worth what it costs. And last but not least, this one is definitely more sturdy. Like, it's quite weighty. Tip of the sword is nice and blunt, so you can't accidentally hurt yourself. However, I don't like the color. I'm pretty sure I ordered just regular gold, and I got like, I don't even know if I could call this rose gold. It's more like a copper. So that's disappointing. I will go back to the listing and double check and make sure I didn't accidentally order this color. And maybe it is a me problem, but yeah, it's super cool too. The sword has all this ornate detailing here. The like little moonstone gem here. Perfect hole at the end that I could attach charms to and hang things from. I don't like the color. So that sucks. But maybe I can figure out something to do with this. So yeah, I don't know. Once I have more time in the summer, I'd like to get into these other crafts that I've mentioned. And so if you would be interested in watching me experiment and make some custom hairpins with my nail supplies, let me know in the comments. And last but not least, I don't know if anybody cares, but I got these two things here. And they are actually display cases or little figurines. If you've seen any of my room tours, my vlogs and things like that, you might know that I collect like blind box figurines. And right now I do have them on a shelf, but I wanted like a little display case for some of the smaller ones. So this here is just like an acrylic display. Interesting. Okay, this is not exactly what I thought it was. I almost thought it was going to be shelves. This is like a container. Very interesting. Just Temu things, right? That's okay though. I can definitely find use for this, honestly. This might be really nice for my swatches, my glass swatches, because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can mix up some different shapes and put them in here for easy access. So yeah, I actually think I will not be using this for my miniature figures, and I'll probably be using it for my glass swatches. I will say though, it's pretty cheap plastic. Like, definitely if you drop this, it's probably breaking. All right, hopefully this one is actually a display though, and from the looks on the box, it is. Okay, yes, this is actually a display case. It has this bottom here that you set it on top of, and then you just put your figurines in here in a line. Now, I had seen this advertised as something you could actually set your monitor on top of. So you would just put your monitor up here, which is perfect because I will try to insert a picture, maybe if I can, of my computer setup right now. The new one that I'm still working on, but is getting there. So one of my monitors is much lower than the other. But if I could put my figurines in here and prop the monitor on the top, I think that would look super cool. So yeah, maybe I'll include that in the computer build video. We'll see when that gets finished because I'm still waiting for some parts to come in. But yeah, I'm excited to decorate this with all of my little figurines. Alrighty, so that is everything. Thank you so much for being here. Again, I really wanted this to be a design video this week, but it just wasn't in the cards. I do hope everyone is staying safe. My heart goes out to everybody who is currently dealing with all of the fires. If you are interested in supporting, I know that Function of Vex, which is a brand pretty popular on Instagram, is doing some fundraising for relief in LA because they are LA based. So I will try to remember to link them down below. They're trying to meet a goal to fundraise for, I believe, providing meals to people who are in need right now. I love that smaller businesses are trying to support their communities. So check out that link below. Speaking of communities, if you're interested in joining the Discord, where I have a lovely community of people who help each other out with recommendations and feedback, that will also be linked. Along with all my discount codes, I am a Sweetie Nail Supply affiliate and also an affiliate for Born Pretty and Maniology and Melody Susie. But yeah, thank you so much again for joining me today to see the consequences of my spending habits. I hope you all are having a wonderful 2025 so far, and I will see you next time. Bye!